Hi guys, and welcome back to the garden. I spent 12 hours yesterday in the garden getting everything ready because we're going to go out of town. You'll see this after we get back, but I just wanted to document everything before maybe it dies. I'm leaving everything in the care of my husband while we're gone for 2 weeks, so I'm hoping everything survives while we're gone. There's not supposed to be rain forecasted for another 4 days. So I'm really hopeful that everything that I planted yesterday will survive, and what I didn't get to in the trays will hopefully just tolerate being in the trays for another 2 weeks till we get back. So let me show you all that I got done. I planted a few more perennials in here where I had some stuff die off and some herbs. So I put some lavender and sage in here to fill in some spots. And then over here, a little bit of echinacea. I watered it really deeply. In this pot I pulled out that dead rose and put some peppermint in there so that it doesn't spread everywhere. Share the love where it's not wanted. So these are the trays that I've got left. I've got celery, spotted bee balm, monarda, petunias, yarrow, ptarmigan, so it's pearl. It's supposed to smell really good. St. John's wort, blue better salvia, purple volcano salvia, echinacea, chamomile, some pink salvia, some apple blossom snapdragons, and then some Indian summer rudbeckia, tangerine geum, sweet william, and then so I planted some more like lemon balm in here, the alpine strawberries, and then spearmint in this one. And then the currants that I had cuttings from, I planted those out, and with those came some calendula and some other plants that I think are hyssop, so I planted them in here with the yellows. I think it'll look really pretty with the blueberries. And then in here where we had the blackberries, I put currants in between because the currants will be really upright. And so if I need to, I can spread the blackberry canes over the tops of the currants to kind of trellis in between, because all of these are either upright or semi-upright. So they shouldn't be trailing on the ground. And then there's feverfew and the pearl yarrow, some more currants. I did a bunch of herbs in here like horehound, more currants, feverfew, and skullcap. And then down here I did one lonely raspberry, and I think I'm going to regret this, but there's mullein in here, and then I put some rudbeckias and echinaceas, elecampane, lovage, all along here, and just started to fill in some more flowers. And then I finally got the bean trellises up. I don't know how well they'll stay. They seem fairly sturdy, but I really like the way they turned out. It really ties well with the logs. And then back here, So in here, I put some purple volcano salvias and a few carnations just to fill in some spots. But I'm really hoping that this starts to fill in a lot more. I'm sure in 2 weeks when we get back, it'll be really noticeable. The garden is in. We put in all the hay yesterday. There's purple tomatillos and green tomatillos and ground cherries, and then the dwarf tomatoes. So there won't be any trellises in this first bed. So the trellises will go up here. When we get back, all the tomatoes should be long enough to do that. And then in front of the tomatoes in this bed, that bed, half of this bed, and half of that bed were, say, about 80 pepper plants. And then after I got the hay lay yesterday, I did roothed out sweet potatoes here, and then yams here. There are about 8 yams and 24 sweet potatoes. And then I think I showed you the grapes before. So I'm really excited to come back and plant the pumpkins and corn and sunflowers in the garden. It's really exciting. Thanks for joining me in the garden today. Have a beautiful day.